It says I'm live. Hello, everybody. How are you today? Oh gosh, it's been quite a morning. I have been working around here. I've been out doing yard work this morning because we have had a lot of rain. I'm here in beautiful Camuy, Puerto Rico. Let me start that by saying that part. And welcome to my creative zone here in beautiful Camuy, Puerto Rico. I'm calling this the Oasis de Artes. This is my new creative space. I used to be a high school teacher, so it could be a classroom, but that seems almost too stressful to me. I want it to be fun. It could be a library because I have a lot of old books that I've gathered because I like to look at history. I like to look at art and culture from around the world. But libraries kind of have a reputation of being quiet and not very adventurous, which is not true about my creative zone here. And so it could also be like an art center, but I can't really say which art specifically because there's 7 different kinds of arts and I want to do all of them. So I'm bringing all of them together here in my creative space. So in the mornings, I'm doing a session that I am calling La Fuente, the source. Those are the arts that I used to teach when I was a teacher, so language arts, but digital media as well. The mathematical, I'm calling it infinity math kind of arts, and culinary. That would cover lunchtime. The afternoon session, I'm calling the brotar in the afternoon. That's the sprout, the growth of this. And those arts are the visual arts. Both fine and applied, and decorative arts, and the performing arts, which are at the end of the day, because that's kind of like showtime to me and performances. And we'll have karaoke machine here if you're interested in singing and getting your entertainer host kind of thing going on in the afternoon, because I also want to talk about making money and using your creativity and using your ideas to improve your income, improve your standard of living, improve your general overall feeling about life, because the arts are like magic. And I got somebody here, Andy, saying hello. Hi, Andy. How are you? I'm here in beautiful Puerto Rico, and I'm talking about adding art into your life because it makes it more exciting, more fun, more passionate, right? So behind me, I'm working on a piece that I actually picked up off the road. I found it up on a hillside. I actually thought it might be a dead pony when I first saw it. I was very happy to see that it was in fact a vintage toy that I am transforming with my imagination and my creativity, just because I can. I have the materials, and so why not jazz it up and make something fun? And the fun part of this is that in the long run, I might put it on Etsy or somewhere and be able to sell it and turn it into money. And so that, again, is this whole idea of getting people together, sharing ideas, and finding ways to improve life for everyone, not only spiritually or emotionally, but yes, economically. And in your relationships as well, because the arts have a great way of speaking to your emotions or to the audience's emotions that are looking at your arts. So yesterday I was talking about your evaluation criteria, and that when you look at something, you should really understand how you are judging it. Are you judging something just because of the size, or just because of the price, or just because of a brand name, or just because somebody else said they had it, so you wanted to get it as well, or just because the ingredients are actually the finest, most natural type of thing? All those different ways of looking at something are evaluation criteria. And we put them all together and we mix them up in our minds when we judge something. And that can be anything, whether it's judging an art project as being kind of fun, or a movie as being good, or a real estate deal as being a bad idea. So those kinds of evaluation criteria are what I really want to make sure people understand when they are making big decisions about life, because I think that people kind of go through life and just don't even really think about it. And then they're kind of in this stuck point being like, well, now what? So I opened up my creative zone because I really want to offer people a chance to come and experience something different. It's a disruption from whatever it is that's going on in your life, a time to come hang out in nature, spend a few hours with some art materials. Here, I got another friend here, Elias, online. Get some art materials, get some ideas flowing in your head. We'll talk about some things that you could think about and come up with your ideas and your opinions about. And then use your hands getting dirty with paint or sculpturing materials or tying macrame beads or planting in my garden. Lots of different types of arts can help you think through these ideas. And at the end of the process, when you have the finished piece, it's like a piece of magic because it's come from your head into your hands. And so that's kind of following up on what I was talking about yesterday with the evaluation criteria, because I watch my videos. I'm trying to always improve myself. And as a teacher or as a life coach or as a mentor or as a friend, I always want to be able to say, hey, wait a minute, let me check that. Let me judge it. Let me see what was I trying to accomplish, and let me adjust to make it better. And so to that, let me now stop a second because I have my notes here that say, yes, subscribe, comment, follow me along on all my different social media. Does this make sense to you guys? Have you thought about your evaluation criteria when you're looking at situations? You know, my books are on Amazon. In fact, here, let me get to the book a second. It fell out of my lap. I wrote these books, and the English one is the Best Life Remix Kit. Here it is on Amazon. I also have it in Spanish in a Mejor Tu Vida Club Remix Kit. Those are both on Amazon. You can get them directly right now. Go over there and get one. Or you can go to my website, joywestpress.com, and make reservations to come see me here in my new creative zone. I'm opening up the reservations for April 1st, hoping that my city licenses are coming together and bringing the party out here to my garden. So that's what I'm here doing. And the other piece of this, now that I kind of want to build on as I'm getting my momentum going here this morning, is that in the arts, especially in writing, it's never really done. It's just do. Okay, think about this one on this idea as well. In that I got all my ideas together. I did the editing, proofreading, publishing, getting it over there to Amazon. It's all over there. It's done. Okay, great. On the other hand, my mind is still working and thinking about every single word that I put into these. And my mission of what I'm still working on is still going around in my head. And so I am still working on this. You know, and I remember when I worked in theater, my first career, I should say, as theater management, we would have previews when the work was still being developed. The actors were still getting used to their costumes. The lighting was still being adjusted as to what light cues were going to happen when. And did this particular scene be in pink, or should this one be in blue, or, you know, that kind of still development while we had an audience that was watching it. Because you can't really perform something for yourself unless you have the audience. And so I feel the same way here on my YouTube channel. I'm here performing and I'm trying to get my audience together, right? Then comes opening night. You have to open the show. You have to say, okay, we're done fooling with it. Let's go to opening night, where you actually open the show. That's when its real showtime is on. The critics come in, the people love it, they hate it, they decide they want to make it into a movie, or they decide, no, this is horrible and it's got to go, it's done. At which point the playwright is like, well, maybe I should adjust it. Maybe I should rework things. Maybe this isn't quite how this is going to work, you know? And projects take time to evolve. And the piece that I want to get at, I'm back to this, I said this the other day, time is a function. And you have to have the big long vision, but you also have to understand that every day is a pump towards that. And you're going to get closer and closer, and then you're going to decide, yeah, that's not right. I need to go this way. Then you're going to go, you know, and that's how projects develop. That's the natural evolution of things. And so that kind of piece of that is also explaining what I'm doing here, because I wrote the remix kit now over a year ago. I've talked to a lot of people about it. I've had some groups of people work through it with me, and I kind of see things that I want to improve, and I'm working that here as my new Oasis de Artes. And I decided that, yes, I came to Puerto Rico 3 years ago in a huge change of life remix, which was the whole point of the remix, and that I really as well was progressing and growing. So as much as I love San Juan and I'm always going to be a city girl, I wanted to be up here in the mountains. I wanted to be out into more of the countryside. I wanted to come see the West Coast after being in Luquillo for a year. And this evolutionary process while still staying on the form. Because I'm still in love with Puerto Rico. I'm still committed to everything that I'm trying to bring to the island. I'm trying to edify and support and uplift people who have had hardships thrust upon them. And I see that. That's part of what I was trained as a teacher back in Florida. So, you know, enough of my explanation on all of this. I've been trying to work through it myself, because it is a development. And I am, as soon as the city says I can get this started for real, I'm moving forward and I'm inviting people to come see me. Let's talk about creative ideas and whatever it is that you're looking to do. I want to help you figure out a way to make that happen. And I've been doing it with my high school students for years, and I've heard some many crazy ideas and helped them figure it out. And now my former students are still in contact with me. One of them just sent me a baby picture the other day. And so it just is kind of an amazing story about seeing where your future can be. And it might be totally crazy. It might be something that just people around you don't know. And how would you ever do that? And yet, yeah, I know how to do it. Come see me. So that's my story. That's why I'm here behind the scenes and getting it ready. And look, I'm taunting you with my pony because it's going to be out on the street, so you know exactly where I'm at. And that's part of it too. It's not supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be wild and avant-garde and pop style, because that's my style. And so I'm working on that, and it's magic here in Camuy, Puerto Rico. So subscribe, follow along, send me comments. Go get the book on Amazon, right? Best Life Remix Kit on Amazon, and Mejora Tu Vida Club Remix Kit over on Amazon. Those both have websites, joywestpress.com. Come see me out here in Camuy, Puerto Rico. I got limited seating because I want to keep it small and private and personal. And so space is limited. Come see me. Awesome. Wherever you are, I hope you bring art and magic and color. I think coral is my favorite color. And bring it into your world. It will make it a better day. So thanks a lot. Have a great day. Catch you tomorrow.